one of the reasons I think Ambassador Ross has endorsed Obama is because he's such a good listener. And so he asked the Israelis, what more could we be doing on the international stage? And the Israelis gave him a couple of ideas, which he actually took to the European nations that he then met with on the same trip. And he gave, I can't remember exactly what it was, but he gave one to the French government. The French government decided this is something we could do. And then Dennis Ross came back to this country and said to our State Department, this guy Barack Obama just did your job for you.
With respect to Obama's trip, that was an inexperienced guy going out there and fumbling around in a world they never should have been in order to get political credit back here at home. He basically told the Iraqis to put off any kind of withdrawal timetable. He said, why don't you just ignore the administration, let me as president negotiate, and I'm characterizing a bit here, but in the end, he said to put off the negotiating with the Bush administration and let the next administration negotiate the withdrawal and the status of forces agreements. That is something that I tell you, President Nixon would be shocked. I mean, you just don't negotiate against your own government, even if you disagree with them. That you just don't do. And furthermore, he went and made a statement in Europe about, you know, we want to bring our troops back home from Afghanistan, so other NATO troops have to put in more. Well, that is not the way to get other NATO countries to put in more troops. We have to say, okay, we're going to certainly leave our own troops there, if not put in more. That was me. I was over at the Conservative Party conference representing McCain, and there was a lot of talk over there how Obama did not understand the special relationship between the United States and Great Britain. And that he fumbled that when he was doing his wanderings around Europe. So it was not a very successful trip in the end. Despite what he thought would be a good political effect here, it really didn't have much. He never should have done that trip.
I would not call a public speech in Europe at which 200,000 Europeans want to see a potential new leader of the free world bumbling around. So.
In which they were waving our flag.
Well, that was a political speech for consumption back here at home. As a citizen of the world, as well as the United States, he gave that speech. And they whipped up that crowd in part by getting the Social Democratic Party, the sort of counterpart Democrat. They said, get the crowd out. So it was really very political, and the Social Democrats did get a crowd out.